Guys, you are now watching a clip from the Fellas podcast. You can listen to the full podcast exclusively on Spotify for free. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed, and follow the podcast. Equal Machinery.
Yeah.
F1 race. Where are you finishing? Current grid.
I don't know.
Give me some air. Drive Survival watching. We need juice.
I hope somewhere at the front. That would be the aim.
Yeah, I'd like to think you could do that.
Thank you.
Gotta believe in yourself.
Exactly. I think
you're not there for. You're there for a reason.
Still have like similar names still at the top. Like I think Max would still be up there. Hamilton, Alonso. Like I think all of the guys that are kind of at the top and in the top teams, like they're in the top teams for a reason, right? Like you can pick whoever they want, and they choose those guys. Yeah. But yeah, I think I could be somewhere at the front. I hope so. But it'd be. Like that. I mean, it's a question that gets asked a lot.
Yeah, I know. I bet you
who would win in equal cars, and it's always a controversial answer.
But, so you got to tiptoe around it. I would like
pretty much,
if one race a year, and they just everyone stick everyone in.
Or like reverse grid or something. Yeah, that would be quality.
I think like back in like the 90s and stuff, they used to do like a karting race. With a lot of the F1 drivers.
That would be sick.
And it was always cool seeing who was quick there.
I feel like you've got a lot of karting experience, all right? You've been doing it since you were young.
Yeah, but the thing is, everyone on the grid's got that much experience.
Yeah, because everyone just comes up for the same kind of system, don't they?
As it, how long do you have to go through like the karting, or how many years of karting do you have to go in before you actually got into like a?
So
that wasn't a kart.
I was karting for like 6 years, I think. So I actually started a little bit late compared to some people. So I started when I was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm. That's late.
A lot of people start when they're like 6 or 7.
Damn, man. I don't even know if I could speak then. I would just probably like...
You still can.
Yeah, well... yes.
But yeah. So you started when you were 10 years old.
Yeah.
You said you were doing it for like 6 years.
Yeah. So I raced in Formula 4 in 2017, which was, I would have been 15 at the start of that year.
Wow.
15. So, I think the minimum age for Formula 4 is 15. So most people kart from, whenever you choose to start until 15 and then go into cars after that.
And in F4 and those, is there still loads of traveling involved?
So F4 is like much more of a national championship.
Okay.
Right? So like each country pretty much has their own Formula 4 championship. So I did British F4. Yeah. But there's Italian F4, German F4, although I don't know if that exists anymore. Yeah. But there's like, they're in specific countries. So there was a lot of traveling around the UK. Like we had a race in Knockhill in Scotland. We went up to where do we go? Like past Manchester. So a few races that were like a bit of a trek away, but all in the UK.
Because that's one of the things that I genuinely think would be, and it might sound a bit like diva-ish, but I don't think I would enjoy the traveling. It's great to go and like see all these places, but you're rocking up for a weekend. You're probably not even really seeing the cities that you're going to. Like, people are like, oh, you get to travel and all this stuff. It's like, well, yes and no. Like you're there for a bit and you see a little bit, but it's not like, oh, I'll go check out the sites or whatever. You might have half a day to do that, but
it's tricky.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that I wouldn't like about, and this is to do with the traveling, is the fact that like when it comes to being with your friends and like just doing social things, like we go out on a Friday or, we spend loads of time together doing it and a Sunday and a Monday. And then, but the point that I'm making is that do you ever feel like quite lonely out there? I know that sounds a bit deep.
Yes and no. Like for some of the races, it's usually actually like the double header races that are probably the best for traveling, to be honest, because you end up just going from one race straight to the next. And then you end up having like a day or two where you can just actually chill out or go and see stuff. So even for some of the flyaway races, like we raced in Canada most recently, I think I got there on like Tuesday or something, and then we don't have any commitments until Thursday. So Wednesday, like I went around Montreal, like saw the city, but you're right. Like for a lot of these races, especially the European races, like we rock up Wednesday night, and then we're at the racetrack from Thursday onwards, and then you fly Sunday night or Monday morning. So we don't get to see that much, but at the same time, like you make a lot of friends like within the F1 scene.
Yeah. So you end up just like your friends are just traveling with you in the end.
Yeah, of course. Like you've got friends outside of Formula One that you see few and far between the races, but that is a tricky part. Like we have 23 races this year, supposed to be 24. So that's 24 weekends where you can't see other people.
Big commitment. And if things go to plan, like this is your life for the next 10 to 15, 20, who knows what, however many years, man.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's been like that even since I started karting because like that's I guess one of the sacrifices you make.
Motorsport, yeah. Once you're in, you're in.
Once you're in, that's it. And even for me, like when I first started, I think I kind of thought, I'll come to Europe or the UK, race for a bit, and then eventually go back. And now that I've made it to F1, like I'm not going back.
Well, I had to text his dad.
Or not for
extend the visa, boss.
Yeah, not for a very long time. Anyway, hopefully. So there's a few things that like you give up, but. Yeah. To be in F1, it's.
So I imagine there was never really a point in your life where you wanted to be anything other than a driver. Then, if you started like at 10, maybe before you were like, "Fuck it, I'll be a firefighter." But
before that, I wanted to be a sports person. So I wanted to either be a cricket player for Australia or a Aussie Rules football player.
That game is mental.
Yeah, we were going to go to an Aussie Rules football game, weren't we? Or am I wrong?
Yeah. When we were in Melbourne.
No, what was it? What was it that was on?
The grand final.
The grand final or whatever. We don't really follow the sport. But it was huge.
Everybody was like, are you going this weekend? Yeah. We got tickets, but we had commitments. We had to fly home the day before.
It's just massive, right? It's like fucking huge out there.
Especially in like Melbourne and like the more southern parts, like southeast of Australia, it's huge. Like it's probably the biggest sport watched.
Do you try and get to that game if you can, or does it always tend to overlap?
The grand final I'm never there for, so I go back to Australia for like 3 weeks a year, pretty much. So I will go back for Christmas, like maybe a week of January, and that's it. I won't go back for the rest of the year. So
you know what I'm looking forward to? F1 do that Christmas presents video.
Yeah,
you watch them, right? I love it. Every year I watch it. Hamilton never in it, but
what happens? It's just like Secret Santa.
Yeah, Secret Santa. You got to guess who's the present. You get. Yeah. Who would you like to get in that? Like who do you think you could get a good gift for?
I have no idea yet. I feel like getting Fernando Alonso a present could be quite funny.
Yeah, we're quite cool as well. Like,
what level of present are we talking? Like, giving out like Richard Mills? Are we giving out? Is it like, oh, here's my autobiography?
I mean,
like,
you would know, but it doesn't seem like there's a limit kind of thing. But they all just get nice things.
It's normally like something like a bit tongue in cheek or
or personal.
Yeah. So it's not like here's a house.
Swear, sometimes you'll watch some of them and you can tell that someone's just gone, get their assistant and gone, just fucking get
sort one out.
But then sometimes there'll be like a genuinely well thought out present, like Sergio Perez will get like some Mexican themed gift or some shit, like nice.
People have put genuine
nice things. Yeah, I love watching that video. It's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah, that's my favorite video.
So I'll be looking forward to your one now.
Yeah, I know. I got to think of
big expectations.
It'll take me 6 months to think of people.
You don't even know who it's for yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to that.
Or you just get something from Australia and be like, here's a piece of Australia.
A jar of Vegemite and a packet of Tim Tams.